Welcome back to Finding Haleness. My name is Heidi, and for those just joining, my channel is about health and wellness and trying to overcome food allergies, food sensitivities, or just illness in general. And today I'm going to be talking about the stomach. So I have always had stomach issues, and of course at the age of 23 I was diagnosed with celiac disease, which explained a lot of that. But even after cutting out gluten entirely, things would still really bother me. Even things that weren't on like the top allergens, like dairy, soy, egg, things like that. It didn't seem to matter what I would eat, it would hurt my stomach in some way or another, or just make me uncomfortable, or just, I didn't feel great. So if you struggle with anything like that, where your stomach is just always hurting, it doesn't matter what you eat, then this would be a good episode for you to listen to. When I first started my allergy elimination treatment, the first couple of days I had a really great appetite, which was awesome because normally my appetite is very, very small. And I talked about this briefly in another video, but I would have to force food down. Like, wow, it's 6 o'clock at night and I've eaten nothing today. After those treatments and I started having an appetite, I was really excited. Like, yes, I can like feel normal and eat like I'm supposed to. Well, then about 2 weeks into it, I started to lose my appetite again, and everything just was unsettling in my stomach, and I just didn't feel great, and I had no desire to eat anything. And it was back to forcing down calories because you need them to not die. And so I approached my doctor last week about that, and I said, look, I had an appetite right away at first and it was great, and then now I'm back to not wanting anything, and everything kind of bothers my stomach, even things that we've treated. And he's like, that's weird. Okay, so it wasn't on my list of things that needed to be done, but he's like, I want to check your stomach meridian in general. I said, okay. And this was my last treatment for a while, so I said, look, I don't want to just go what's on my list. I want to go with what my body needs the most right now, and my stomach is really, really an issue, and my appetite. He said, all right, so let's check it. So remember in my last video, or one of the videos, I told you, you test with your fingers, physical reaction, chemical reaction, stress, and emotion reaction. So he tested my stomach meridian, and the physical, it was a little weak, but not too bad. Chemical, kind of the same as the physical, maybe not quite as bad. And then he got to stress and emotions, and it was horrible. So what you do is when you hold, it's kind of hard to do on a video, but you hold your arm out and you hold these two, and he pushes down, and you have to resist while you're holding the other one in your hand. And then the middle finger, same, push down, and then the ring finger, and you push down. So if you are unable to keep your arm up, and I know it sounds weird, but it's really incredible how it works. Like, the strongest man in the world could have an allergy and he could not hold his hand up to that resistance. So anyway, when he got to the emotional, my arm just basically fell straight down. I was shocked. I mean, I knew my stomach had issues, but I was truly shocked when he tested my ring finger. For the life of me, I could not have held my arm up. It was so weak. And he's like, wow, okay, we found the problem. Your stress and your emotions go directly to your stomach. That's where you carry them. He's like, some people carry their stress in their shoulders, and so their neck always hurts. You know, whatever. He said, your stress and your emotions go straight to your gut. He said, and that is like the worst place that your body could send it. So we did treat my stomach meridian. So since then, my appetite is not great, but it's better than it was. Things still bother me a little bit, but not nearly as bad. And I'm hoping it will kind of continue to improve. One thing I did notice though is I just felt different in a way that I can't describe. Like, maybe my body is sending my stress elsewhere now, or I'm not sure, but I definitely feel different after that treatment. So anyway, I would suggest to anybody who has just stomach issues in general, whether it be IBS or leaky gut or anything like that, or just pain or unsettling food, I would really recommend, even if you only did one treatment, do your stomach meridian and see, because people who have this issue know it's a daily, hourly, almost minutely struggle, because as soon as you eat, you're uncomfortable and you're in pain, and that lasts until that food is gone, but then you have to eat again and it just all starts over. So yeah, if you struggle with anything like that, message me, let's talk about it, because it's made a difference, and I'm excited to see if it continues to improve. Definitely getting rid of other allergies is also very important, but if your stomach in general is just messed up, start there. Start with your stomach meridian, and then kind of try and fix all the other things. On all the other days where I had to avoid dairy, avoid sugar, avoid yeast, avoid all the things I was treated for, there was nothing to avoid with the stomach meridian. It was simply do your pressure points plus 2 extra pressure points if you had symptoms of feeling ill or pain when you ate, or just being uncomfortable. Like the problems that you were trying to fix with your stomach meridian treatment, if you had those symptoms, do those pressure points. I don't actually think I did any of them that day. I felt okay. So once I get a little bit more time behind this treatment, I'll make another video to let you guys know if it has really improved or not, if it's just stayed the same. But I would definitely recommend to anybody that has the stomach issues, try really hard to focus when you are stressed, because mind over matter is so real. If you can try and focus your stress to place it elsewhere, or to just let the stress out in whatever way that is, obviously in a healthy way. I have been the type to bottle it up, hold it in, I don't talk about it. And if you're having those same symptoms, it's probably the same thing. You've got to learn how to deal with your stress in a healthy way. Now for me, working out is a great one. Honestly, just listening to music super loud with my windows down, or even just in my house, and just either dancing or singing or being crazy, that is a huge one for me. And it's fun because since I am at home with 5 kids, I can do that with my kids too. They don't know what I'm doing, but I know that I'm getting some stress out and trying to just let it out in a positive way instead of a negative way or directed at other people. I never want to direct my stress and my anger or my sadness onto other people, especially my children. And obviously that's impossible all the time. But if you can find ways to try and do better, you will feel better. Your stomach will not bother you so much, and everyone else around you obviously will benefit from it. So it explains to me so much why I have so many stomach issues and digestive issues and all of that, because your gut is where we create enzymes and we create proteins and all the things that go up to our brain, and it regulates so much of your body. So to know that my stomach was so incredibly stressed explains why I was having obstructions and unable to eat, or had no desire to eat. My stomach just didn't want to deal with anything. Your stomach is so important, obviously, but for more reasons than just eating. So if you have these issues, seriously, get your stomach Meridian tested. And if it's weak, heal it. And then just be nice to what you do put into it. Don't go back to eating horrible things that do nothing for you and hurt your stomach anyway. And then of course, try to relieve stress in healthy ways and not hold it in and bottle it in. I might be the worst person to give advice on this because I bottle stuff up. I do. And so it'll be a learning process for me to learn new ways to handle it and to deal with it, and not keep it all inside to yourself. I guess that's what other humans are for, if you trust them. Or just pick one person. Or just message me. I don't tell anybody. I know exactly what it's like. So anyway, if you have these constant stomach issues for no reason, you're probably like me, and that's where your body is sending your stress. So you gotta figure out how to send your stress elsewhere, or just get rid of it. Do allergy elimination. Treat your stomach Meridian, because it could change your life. So anyway, thanks for listening. Hopefully it's helpful, and check out those stomach Meridians and see how yours is doing. Till next time.